Ferry ride for passengers headed to Kansas City after their plane's cabin suddenly loses pressure.
We talked to passengers on board. Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Mike Maruso.
And I'm Maria Anali. That plane was headed from Dallas to Kansas City when it had to make that emergency landing in Wichita.
41 Action News reporter Tom Dempsey spoke with some of the passengers today. Now he's live outside KCI. Tom.
Yeah, that's right, guys. The passengers expected to fly into the southwest gates that you can see behind me here at KCI. They were going to fly in late last night, and they expected the flight to be just like any other. But that was not the case because some strong winds caused an emergency landing and some scary moments for the passengers on board the plane. Last night, passengers aboard a Southwest flight heading to Kansas City were thrown into panic when out of nowhere, their plane lost cabin pressure.
All of a sudden, we hit a little bit of rough weather and the airbags dropped.
Passengers like Scott McBride say the flight was filled with turbulence. Oxygen masks dropped from the ceiling without warning.
No, it was more surprise than panic. It was like, what are these things and why are they here?
Pictures from passengers show the scary moments. The plane made a quick descent before an emergency landing in Wichita. Audio recordings with flight control show several planes, including the Southwest flight, reporting rough winds Sunday night.
Southwest 50, you can expect chops above 31,000. Contact Kansas City Center, 9 Echo. Center maintain follow 320. That's going to be a better ride. If it's still choppy, I'd go to 30. Okay, head down.
Aviation expert Greg Borden says a pressure loss is not common for a commercial flight, but it's something pilots are prepared for.
It's something that rarely happens. But they go by the procedures, they've been trained, and you follow a checklist.
He says in moments of uncertainty, like the one on the Southwest flight, pilots resort to their education.
When that happens, you go back to your training. You go back to the things you learned in Flight 101.
Now, we will note no injuries were reported on this flight. Some of the passengers were able to get a light flight back to KCI. They showed up early this morning. Others were forced to drive back from Wichita to Kansas City early this morning. Reporting live outside KCI, I'm Tom Dempsey, 41 Action News.